You're watching K34QB, Vail.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail right here at TV8. I love that opening theme song. That is Beth Swearengin from the Vail Valley Theater Company. What a great voice, and she's just an awesome lady all the way around. I have a big show for you guys today. We have a very special lady named Jen. She has a sensory gym for kids. Are you asking yourself what a sensory gym is? Me too. We're going to find out all about what that's all about and what she does for the local children here in our community. That's going to be absolutely wonderful. And we are coming off the heels of last night's big show at Agave with the Runaway Grooms. They were absolutely fantastic. Maddie had a wonderful interview with them at the beginning of the week, and then they just killed it last night. So check out Runaway Grooms, follow them because they are going to be big, and they are a local band that we're super proud of. Now, we have a lot of great things going on. We have the big game tomorrow. Yep, that's a big deal for everybody. There's a lot of places you can go celebrate and eat and watch the game and have a great time. A couple of them are that brand new place called Chasing Rabbits over at the Weston Riverfront in Avon also, Red Lion, and then, of course, right here near the TV8 studios, Bob's Place. So there's so many great different types of places you can go and enjoy the big game. Whatever you do, be fun, be safe, and don't get too crazy, right? That's not going to happen at all, not with that type of a deal. And then also, if you love to snowshoe, there is starting tomorrow the Beaver Creek Snowshoe Series. That's going to be amazing. It starts off at 10 in the morning, and it's all going to take place over at the Villar Center and Creekside Park. All right, so you get yourselves ready at 10 in the morning. You can do a 5K or 10K. And it's, it sounds like a long time, but it's a lot of fun when you're snowshoeing, you're out with your friends, you're having a great time, and you could bring the kids, you could bring everybody. There's going to be 3 top prizes for everybody who wins. So you're going to have a little competition, which is always a little bit good stuff for the soul. And then there's going to be a post party over at how do you say McCoy Park or McCoy Park? I think it's McCoy Park. So you're going to go have an after party over there with them, and you can get your tickets over at Eventbrite, and there will be parking at the lower level for only $10. So that's going to be a lot of fun for everybody. And then, of course, we have our giant Valentine's Day thing going on. Somebody in your life that you want to send a big special message to, you can do so just like I'm doing right here talking to the camera. You can do it too and send a message of love to somebody super special in your life. For me, Valentine's Day is not just about a significant other. It could be a really close friend that's been there for you to pick you up, to take care of all the pieces when you have fallen down. It's for your family, your sisters, your brothers, your mom, your dad, anybody that holds a very special place in your heart. I believe that's what Valentine's Day is all about. If you're just in it for all the love, well, you have that too. Lots of places to go dining and enjoy yourselves. But if you want to send a message of love to somebody special in your life, well, get in touch with us at scoreboard at tv8vail.com. That's scoreboard at tv8vail.com. Send us a message and we will get back to you and schedule your time so you can come in and tell the world, shout for the rooftops how much you love somebody special in your life. We have a big day ahead of us and we have some great weather to take a look at. Right now, I'm going to take a look and tell you what the weather is for today, Saturday. By 8 a.m., it's 19 degrees. 45 degrees is your high today. We have partly cloudy skies, and we're going to have winds coming at us south from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Not a bad day. It's going to be a pretty day. Partly cloudy skies, but not too much in the way of snow as far as I can see. We're going to take a look right now at the full day. Mostly sunny skies in the morning, partly cloudy skies as it rolls in by noon. 4 p.m., 41 degrees with partly cloudy skies. And by 8 p.m., clear skies and 29 degrees. Let's take a look right now. Look, it's happening in Denver. We have sunny skies in Denver with 55 degrees. It's nice and warm over there. In Vail, 45 degrees. We have a pretty warm day all the way around if you really think about it. Partly cloudy skies. In Eagle, 39 degrees, partly cloudy skies. And in Avon, 43 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Overnight, our low will be 20 degrees. Sunset at 5:37 degrees. Or PM rather, and then winds light and variable overnight. Taking a look at the week today, partly sunny tomorrow for the big game. We have partly cloudy skies, 38 degrees and 13 degrees for your low. By Monday, mostly sunny skies and 41 degrees for your high and 22 degrees for your low. By Tuesday, 50% chance of snow showers. We're going to get some snow back again through the midweek with 28 degrees for your high on Wednesday and 14 degrees for your low. And then on Wednesday, 30 degrees for your high. Or 30% chance of snow, rather. Sorry about that. And then 20 degrees for your high in the afternoon, 4 degrees for your low, so it's going to get a little bit colder as the end of the week rolls through. Thursday, 20% chance of snow, 16 degrees for your high, brr, and only 1 degree for your low, so that's going to be your weather for the week. Taking a look at that, and now we're going to take a look at the snow report for you guys right here at TV8.
This resort report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
No new snow to speak of yet in the last 24 hours and 48 hours, only 0%, but we're going to get some more in midweek, so don't worry about that. Season total is 221 inches already, and 60 inches is your base depth in Beaver Creek. Lift hours are 8:30 in the morning till 4 p.m. at night. Taking a look now at the lifts that we have available for you guys. 25 lifts open in Beaver Creek, 163 trails are available to you. That's 98% of that terrain. 8:30 to 4 p.m. for the lifts in Beaver Creek. Now we're looking at Vail Mountain. Lift hours are 8:30 to 3:30 p.m. over in Vail. No new snow in the last 48 hours. 242 inches is our season total, and 70 inches is your base depth. Now we're going to take a look at how many lifts open in Vail. 33 for everybody. 275 trails are available, which is 100% of that terrain. It's a beautiful thing. Get out there, snowboard, ski, telemark, whatever you do, get out there and have a wonderful day on the mountain. We'll be back with more show right here at TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking to give a great gift this Valentine's Day? Well, then come into the TV8 studio and make your loved one an e-card. Not only will we show it here on camera, but then it's a gift that will keep on giving because they can watch it anytime they want. For more information, check out our website at tv8vail.com. Now, to schedule your appointment to come into the studio for us to film this for you, you can email scoreboard@tv8vail.com, and that way you give one of those incredible gifts this Valentine's Day.
Do you love local sports here in the Valley? Well, we have you covered here on the Scoreboard, where you can get exclusive interviews with some of our best local athletes, as well as great live event coverage of some of our best competitions, ranging from high school sports to some great local recreational competitions. You can catch us here on Tuesdays and Fridays at 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. I can't wait to see you there.
Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar Hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
We've created a new way to buy and sell homes in Vail. By improving the traditional tour, you can now experience real estate from the comfort of our exclusive lounge. Virtually walk through your next home at a 1-to-1 ratio with our first-of-its-kind technology. You can explore any property, even if it's occupied, reducing a full day's tour into only an hour. This is the Immersion Theater. We're changing real estate forever.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover true Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
Good morning, Vail.
Do you love country music? Well, Rolling Stones is calling her the artist to watch. We've got Hannah Ellis joining us to chat about some of her new music. Thank you so much for being here, Hannah.
Thanks so much for having me.
What a huge accomplishment to have Rolling Stones call you the artist to watch. How do you feel about that?
Oh my gosh. I mean, what an honor. That's a magazine that we've all looked up to and read and heard from our whole lives. So to have them call me an up-and-coming artist is pretty awesome.
You've been in the music industry for a very long time, and you've been behind the scenes for a lot of it, writing songs for incredible people. So what was it like making the transition from songwriter to singer?
You know, it was so funny because while I was writing songs predominantly focused on getting outside cuts for other people, the whole time I'm doing that, I would come across a song and I'd be like, oh wait, that feels like it should be mine. Like I don't know if I want anyone to sing that. And so I kind of started creating this little pile of songs. And so in like maybe 2017, I decided to release my own music and just never looked back.
But you just had a brand new song come out. People can hear it on the radio, Country Can. What inspired you to write this song?
You know, Country Can was written while we were on a retreat writing for my record at the beach. And we were talking about the fact that we didn't have an anthem yet. Like my record didn't have that song that people could just sing back to you. And we started talking about country music and what it's capable of and what it can do for us and the way it brings us together and it creates new friendships. It's what we fall in love to. It's what heals our broken hearts. And so the song just kind of became this love song to country music and country radio.
And of course, you have a new song coming out that's perfect for Valentine's Day, and it's about someone else's heartbreak, and that's the title of the song as well.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I've spent a lot of really nice Valentine's Days in the past few years because I'm married and I've been in love for a while, but being able to kind of go back and revisit those feelings of experiencing that and going through those heartbreaks was really special. You know, my little sister called me when I was walking into a co-write and told me about her boyfriend breaking up with her. And that was really the inspiration for this song, is just that it's easy to tell someone how to get over a heartbreak when it's not yours.
Right, and it's that time of year where people are going to feel it maybe a little bit more past heartbreaks. Right. And so to have a song to just like melt into, right, is something that we all look for because music is one of the best therapies. And so you are like secretly a therapist.
I would say some of my friends would say I'm not so secretly a therapist.
Right, you're a very public therapist.
I think that is what is so special about music, and you know, I'll even say country music specifically, is that it speaks straight to the heart, and it's so authentic, and it makes us feel seen.
So what has been your biggest highlight moment through this new phase of your career? Because you started releasing music in 2017, and now we had like COVID and everything else happened, but now you're back at it, and you're about to have an entire album come out. So what's been the highlight moment?
You know, it would be hard not to say the first time I heard my song on the radio. My husband and I, we looked kind of like homeless people. We had just gone to get lunch somewhere and pick it up and take it home. And we got in the car and turned on the car. And I was like, did I leave my phone plugged in or something? Because it was my song playing. And we looked at each other and we were like, no, oh my gosh, it's on the radio. And that was just epic.
Now, this is one of my favorite questions to ask people. Who were your music inspirations while you were kind of stepping your foot into the music world?
Gosh, I think just throughout my career, when I was younger, it was definitely Martina, Jody Messina, and Shania that impacted me. And as I got older, Taylor Swift was so influential in my songwriting, and just the way that she just told her authentic story and didn't hold anything back. I've always been so inspired by that and continue to be.
Which is so incredible, and I love all of these powerhouse women that you are talking about because they are total inspirations. Now, if there's someone at home watching who wants to step foot into the music industry and really is driving their career in that direction, what piece of advice would you give them?
I would just say tell your truth, be honest in your music and meet people where they're at. If you're in a fun season of life, have fun in your music. If you're heartbroken, write about that. Because I think that's what it is about music. It draws us all together because it's something we can listen to and go, oh, wait, same. And outside of that, I would say, just get involved in the community. Post your stuff on social media. Share it with the world. And don't be scared of, oh, I don't know if it's as good as this person or that person. Just go for it.
Where was the first place that you ever sang in front of an audience?
I was in a singing contest when I was 11. I would say I probably sang at church before that, but I guess I would, if I'm thinking of like really performing, I was in a singing contest when I was 11, and it was like in my hometown at the local like football field on this big trailer they turned into a stage. And I can just still remember it, which is so funny. But it was just really impactful, and I knew that I felt comfortable up there.
Which is so incredible because look at where it has led you now. Having the Rolling Stones, which is, one of the most popular music magazines out there, say that you're the up-and-coming artist to watch is so incredible. So congratulations again. And now if people are looking to get your new album, where can they find it?
Anywhere you listen to music, I have music available and music coming. Definitely if you're on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, you can follow that page there, and that music will come to you as soon as it's released. So you'll get it first. And then social media, of course, Hannah Gray Ellis is my handle on Instagram and TikTok, and then Hannah Ellis on Facebook. So follow along on the journey.
Hannah, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and thank you for writing a country music anthem that everyone can sing right back to you, like you said.
Thank you so much for having me.
Make sure that you check out Hannah Ellis on any of the platforms that you stream music because her music, her voice, it's all amazing. And to hear her story from transitioning from a songwriter to a singer is amazing as well. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Do you love local sports here in the Valley? Well, we have you covered here on the scoreboard, where you can get exclusive interviews with some of our best local athletes, as well as great live event coverage of some of our best competitions, ranging from high school sports to some great local recreational competitions. You can catch us here on Tuesdays and Fridays at 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. I can't wait to see you there.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail Crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Liz, and we have somebody super special on the sofa with me this morning. This is Jen from Jen's Place, and I will explain what that's all about after I say hello to this beautiful lady. What's going on?
Good morning. Thank you for having me here today.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for getting up super early and coming in to talk about what you're doing, because you have something superbly special.
I like to think so.
In Eagle. So you're located on Chambers in Eagle, and it's called Jen's Place. Now, what this is a specific type of gym for kids. How do you explain what it is?
Well, it's a sensory gym, which just basically means there's special equipment in the gym to help with kids for their gross motor, which is climbing, running, anything grandiose with their body, as well as fine motor, so fine things with their fingers and strengthening their hands and things of that nature.
Okay, so you have specific machines designed for 2 different types of motor skills for the kids.
Yeah.
Now, you said the gross motor is climbing, and so the monkey bars, the gym stuff, the
anything
stuff that gives you the
gross,
posters.
big, right? Think of
Okay.
something kids do that's big.
Right.
Jumping, running.
Jumping and running and things like that. That's interesting because I've never heard of these terms before.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm learning this morning.
Oh,
with
good.
Gross motor skills, not disgusting motor skills.
No.
Big motor skills. And then fine motor skills are things where you're like manual dexterity. Is that what you're saying?
Working with your hands, yeah.
Okay.
So it can be anything from writing. I have things like putty where we pull little animals and beads out, and so the putty is stiff, so you're working on strengthening your fingers, or like pincher graphs. So I do a lot of sorting with colors and objects, so they're using like pinchers or their fingers. It just kind of depends on each age and like kind of where they would be at with natural milestones, and then I try to match that in the gym for the time that they're there.
That is really interesting because, like I said, motor skills, I know what motor skills are. I didn't realize they were defined in different areas, and that's intriguing because I do remember when I was a kid, the gross motor skills I was okay at, you know, but I remember, manual things were a little bit, just because I have one of those brains where I'm always all over the place.
Yeah,
so that's a great way to rein it in and give a kid that might be a little bit like me, like
and
totally
every kid is different.
Experiencing everything. And you have kids as young as how old?
So I have sessions. So the youngest session is 9 months to 2 years. And that's where the parents would stay, and then all the activities are related to that age group, depending on like 18 months of climbing or 9 months of just exploring. And so it just kind of depends which session they come to and kind of what's available during that time. They are done by age each session, so I can, like 3 to 5 is more preschool ready, so we're doing lots of more academics or things are naturally kind of set up in the room for that age group. And then as they get older, then I can change out the activities too.
Like we're looking right now, you have your group gym and the prices and things like that. And these are really interesting. And these are for different sessions for different age groups. Now you mentioned the youngsters. You also go up to as age as 7 years old, correct?
Yeah, and the hope is to have a bigger place as time goes on, so I can do many ages and have these larger stations and things too. But I had to start small to get big.
Nothing wrong with that.
So that's what I'm doing. And then it kind of depends on the child's need. My background is special education for 23 years. Wow.
That's
23 years.
remarkable.
So if a parent has concerns or is already receiving services from somewhere and just needs some extra help or an extra social situation or something, then that can help too. Jen's Place is really for everybody.
It's such a
it can help all
adorable-
kids.
Look at this
right?
place.
I have a lot of moms that come weekly, and they've kind of started to form like a little mom community. So it's really neat for the younger ones to have that. I hear a lot of moms saying, "Oh, I need to meet new people, and it's hard," or "I just moved here." So I'm trying to create a community for all settings of children, of what they need and what parents might need to, just to kind of help the connection. You know, we're such a small place, and just to kind of keep us a little bit more together.
But I think that's a marvelous idea, because you're not only helping children, and let's say parents are noticing that the kids might be a little bit slower to learn or things like that, you know, might have a couple of issues. Well, with your background with special education, you can assess a little bit, and you can also help the kids speed up their process and things like that. Or if you recognize something that needs to be worked on specifically, you can guide the parents to that direction as well.
Go
ahead.
Sorry.
No.
Being a teacher, by background, I can't assess and evaluate.
Okay.
But if somebody were to bring me a report from an occupational therapist or speech therapist, I can pull the information from there and make sure that while their child is with me, we're tapping into some of those goals, or making sure that I have a certain activity set up for that child that will help just kind of provide a resource or an extra place for maybe some parents that need a little extra support or can't drive to Denver, 4 times a month or whatever it might be. And then also, I mean, it's great for all kids to have communication skills and these gross motor and fine motor abilities. So even if it's just a kid that needs a place to play for an hour, that's okay too. And the parents know that it's in a setting where they will hopefully learn something as well as have fun at the same time.
You're amazing. You're very altruistic and
Thanks.
beautiful and wonderful with everything. And you know what I'm noticing? The greatest thing about what you do with your sensory gym is, number one, you're working on all the skills for the kids, all their motor skills, but you're bringing groups together, people that might not have ever known each other. You're building friendships not only within the children, but like you said, the moms who come in. I'm not a mom, but I see moms all the time, and I see how hard they bust their butts. I mean, they're either stay-at-home moms and they're working super hard to take care of the family, or they're doing both. They're working and they have the kids. So where's the time to socialize? So you're having like a little mom's club at the same time. You're literally forming 2 different units.
Hoping.
You are. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful experience.
And then the older kids, 3 to 5, some 2.5 as well, can be dropped off.
Right.
So it's sort of, I mean, I'm a mom too of 2 kids, so having that like hour even to go to the grocery store or stand in line at the post office without having, the kids at your feet, but knowing that they're in a place that is productive for them and fun for them, I feel like it's a little less mom guilt. Right? So you're like taking care of what you need to do, but the kids are having a great time at the same time. So it's kind of a win-win for the older kids too.
Absolutely.
And for the parents to have that little bit of time just to do whatever they need to do for themselves.
Right. I mean, think about it. If you have them, how long are they there for?
The sessions are an hour right now. School breaks, I'm doing them 2 hours, maybe a little bit longer.
Okay.
It's just me.
Yeah.
So it's hard to do a little bit more than an hour or 2 just because of restrooms or things that might occur with the kids. But over non-school days, I try to have a little bit longer so those younger kids have a place to go that maybe can't get into a summer camp or something of that nature.
Yes.
But an hour seems to be good for everybody. Sometimes kids come in, an hour can be overstimulating, so we have to I have like ways that I can distract so it's a little bit calmer for them. Some get bored after an hour, every kid's different, right? So the hour seems to be a good place for everybody to get what they need and leave happy.
So if you have a kid that was like me, frenetic, and they're very busy and they like to be all over, you have them to accommodate. And then if you have your more subtle kids that are just quieter. And that's what life's about, having different personalities, different characteristics. So that's great that you get to work with each individual child, but you can acclimate to each one of their needs and their personalities and just their overall person as they are.
And I keep the sessions to 6 kids so I can
you can keep everybody on
safety,
your
right?
site.
If I do have a calmer one at a table and then I have one that's climbing on the monkey bars, I'm able to make sure everybody's safe and I bounce around to each kiddo and give them space, but I also come in and let's talk about ABCs or make sure they're doing the activity correctly and kind of bounce around amongst all the kiddos while they're there too.
That's so special. And I mean, it's all about fun. It's all about they're learning, but they don't realize. You know what I mean? They're learning their motor skills, but they don't care. They're
learning
just
through fun, learning through play.
They're having a great time. And I know you work with all children, even with the children that are on IEPs. That's very important.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. If parents need a little extra help or just need an extra place that can provide communication skills or some things they need, then Jen's Place could be for them too.
I think this is amazing. I love the idea of a kids sensory gym. Get your kids' fine motor skills and gross motor skills in tune with Jen Weber over at Jen's Place in Eagle. How do people reach you, lady?
Several different ways.
Right.
I have a website, www.jensplacellc.com.
Okay.
I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. Both are at Jen's Place LLC. And then through my website is my phone number, and you can text or call or email, whatever works for you. And then I'm on Chambers, past Taco Bell, if you know where that is.
Yes.
So almost down to Timberline, but not quite that far. And I think
that's wonderful. You also
through my website is probably the best.
Yeah, the website's probably the best way to reach Jen. And also, you can actually organize a kids' party, something really special for a special event for your children as well, because you saw the gym, you saw all the fun things that they can do. So you can really explore, have a great time, bring your kids over to Jen's Place in Eagle and let them get busy playing and enjoying life, and as well, maybe a party or two as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, this was wonderful. This is Jen Weber, everybody. Jen's Place in Eagle. Get your kids to a sensory gym today. We'll be back with more of TVA Vail after this. Bye.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Have you heard the exciting news? Well, we're here to share it with you. Good Morning Vail is now a podcast, so you can stream us on all of your favorite streaming devices, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. So make sure that if you are on the go, that you get in the know by streaming us on any of those platforms. We love what we do here at TVA, and we love to give you the information, so make sure that you can catch us all the time.
I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. They think it's intimidating, but it actually can be a lot of fun.
And we're here to help.
Here you go.
Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way.
Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about.
There's nothing like turning your house into your home, and that's what we help you do every week.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TVA Weather Center, everybody. I'm Liz. We're going to take a look at your Saturday. By 8 a.m., 19 degrees. Your high today is 45 degrees. We have partly cloudy skies. No snow in store for the day. Winds south-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Taking a look at the full day, mostly sunny skies in the morning. By noon, we're going to have partly cloudy skies, and the clouds roll in more so at 4 p.m., 41 degrees. By 8 p.m., 29 degrees with clear skies. Sun's all over the place. Now we're going to take a look right now at the I-70 corridor over in Denver. Super warm, 55 degrees with mostly sunny skies as we get on over to the Vail Valley. 45 in Vail, 39 in Eagle, 43 in Avon, and mostly cloudy skies throughout. Overnight low tonight is 20 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Sun will set at 5:37 p.m. and then the winds will be light and variable overnight. As we take a look at the week, tomorrow for the big game, we have partly cloudy skies. You'll be indoors anyway watching that big game. 38 degrees for your high tomorrow, 13 degrees for your low by Monday. Sunny skies mostly, 41 for your high, 22 for your low. By Tuesday, the snow will come back to us with 50% chance of same, 28 for your high and 14 degrees for your low. And then it starts to get a little bit colder as the week goes on. We're going to move on over to Wednesday with 30% chance of snow, 20 degrees for your high, and we only have 4 degrees for your low. It's going to be super cold. And then, of course, by the time we get to Thursday, it's going to be partly cloudy with 16 degrees for your high. Very, very chilly day and only 1 degree for your low. So it's going to be super cold, everybody. I'd like to thank Sun and Skis for giving us this weather report today. They're located right here in Avon. You can get lots of gear for the winter sports. You can get accessories and lots of fun things and maybe a gift for somebody that you love for Valentine's Day. That's a look at your weather. Now we're going to go take a look through Eyepieces of Vail at your Lens Report of the Day with Miss Maddie.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
It's that time of the morning where I get to talk about one of my favorite things, anything to do with skiing. And so for Lens of the Day today, we're going to see that bright sunshine, and we want to make sure that your eyes are nice and protected from those harsh UV rays. So I've got the Smith 4D Mag S in front of me. This is the smaller out of the two frames, I should say, not lenses. So you can do this in just the Mag, the 4D Mag, or the Mag S. So it's just going to be a little bit smaller of a fit. Now, for today, you're going to want to get this lens that's going to allow less light in, that's going to protect your eyes from those harsh UV rays. All you have to do is get that goggle lens close and then make sure you hear those little clicking sounds before you lock the lens in. This is going to keep your goggle lens nice and secure in that frame. It's also going to help give that frame its shape just because that goggle lens is going to help keep it a little bit stiffer. Now, as we look at this goggle, the reason that they call it the 4D Mag S is because you can see this nice curve down here, which this is going to give you 25% more of a bird's eye view with the goggle lens, which is going to give your peripheral vision just an enhanced view. That way you can see better, so you can ski better or ride better. Now, some quick tips and tricks to keep your goggle lens nice and safe. After each and every use, you want to make sure that you allow your goggle to air out, because if this foam stays wet and you keep it compressed on something like your helmet, this foam right here, and you keep that compressed on something like your helmet, then it's going to slowly start to disintegrate that foam, and then you're going to have all of these like little flakes from the foam falling into your eyes. And so it's best to just avoid that. Take them off of your helmet after you ski and let them dry out before you place them. You also don't want that foam to get mildewy. Hi, this is Maddie Evans, and you're watching the TVA Visitors Bureau. Right here where I'm standing, we're at the Lions Head bus stop. Now, if you're looking to make your way from Lions Head to Vail Village, this is the place you want to be because the in-town bus runs here pretty frequently. You can catch it every 10 to 15 minutes on the dot right here, and they've got a nice countdown so that you'll know when that bus is approaching and how far away it is. And then there's multiple bus stops along the way, making sure you get to the right place. And all you have to do to request a bus stop in the in-town buses is pull the cord and you're set to get off the bus. Now that we've made our way here into Vail Village, you can go explore all of the great shops and restaurants that they have over here, but there are so many great stops along the way on the in-town bus route. You can stop at the library, or you can stop at the medical center, or you can stop in Solaris. There are so many of them to stop and enjoy, and especially when the hustle and bustle of the town is taking place. Now, if you did park over in Lion's Head, it's really easy. All you have to do is wait 15 minutes, jump right back on the bus, and it'll deliver you to the parking structure. Thank you so much for watching this edition of the Visitors Bureau. If there's anything else you need to know or if you want to see, make sure you contact us and we'll get it made for you. That's been it for this episode of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Are you looking to give a great gift this Valentine's Day? Well, then come into the TV8 studio and make your loved one an e-card. Not only will we show it here on camera, but then it's a gift that will keep on giving because they can watch it anytime they want. For more information, check out our website at tv8vail.com. Now, to schedule your appointment to come into the studio for us to film this for you, you can email scoreboard@tv8vail.com, and that way you give one of those incredible gifts this Valentine's Day.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Dog Tales is America's premier dog lovers magazine show. This series is all about dogs and the people who love them. Featuring dogs of all sizes, shapes, and breeds, keeping you up to date with all the latest news from the dog world. Sit back and enjoy a fun program for the whole family. Check your local listings and tune in to Dog Tales.
In America's heartland, living close to the land, there's a love for the country and a pride in the brand. In America's heartland, living close to the land. In America's heartland, close to the land.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to your Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail here on TV8. As you can see, we have the fabulous Mark Sassy with us. He's over in the High Sierras. It's the WPST revival of pro ski racing. The first day, you're going to pretty much take us on a trip back in time, right?
Oh, Liz. Anyways, I want to say first off, this is great that we can actually we can do these kind of Zoom connections and share with all of our viewers other things going on that we do here with the TV station and what we do in general. And this is a great one. This is really a spectacular event in a place called Bear Valley, which is kind of located centrally south of Lake Tahoe, north of Yosemite in the High Sierra. And I drove in here yesterday, and they're looking at probably 370 inches of snow already season to date. And this is a big ski race. This is a big deal for Bear Valley. The Will Pro Ski Tour used to be here back in the 70s, and it's been about 55 years since they've seen pro racing, which is head-to-head, dual side-by-side racing, and it's returned, and the resort has really embraced it, and it's going to be a great time, a great weekend here at Bear Valley.
I am so excited, and I'm really thrilled that we can do this live. We're in California and Colorado at the same time.
I love it. I love it. So if you teased anybody on what we do here, what's going on, I got the snowmakers in the you guys see what's going on. They're moving all kinds of snow from last night. They picked up a bunch more snow once again. So it's going to be a little raw over here. I'm going to shift my location a little bit so we don't disturb anybody, but I'll walk this way a little bit. So let me give everybody a little bit of a history lesson on what the World Pro Ski Tour is. Sound good, Liz? Does that sound like a good starting point?
I am really excited because it's good that we have an idea of what this is all about. So we're happy to hear the history.
All right. So first off, the World Pro Ski Tour has been around since the 70s, and it's come and gone over the past 50 plus years. And this is a resurgence for the World Pro Ski Tour. This is the fifth time it's been around now. During this next big push for about 5 years now. And really what it's based around is, a lot of people are familiar with like the World Cup and alpine ski racing, what Michaela Schifrin does, what Ted Ligety did, what Bodie Miller has done, what all of the racers that people know that are on the national teams and the guys that race in the Olympics. But the World Pro Ski Tour gives professional ski racers an opportunity to compete and make money right up front. So when you're done racing here today, over the weekend, one person is going to walk away with a check for 10 grand today, a male and a female each, and then tomorrow. So, there's a lot of prize money at stake here. And a lot of these racers, Liz, are people that have raced on national teams or they're NCAA champions and Olympians. And unless you're on like the A team, let's say, for example, for the U.S. ski team, unless you're on the A team, you have to pay your way around Europe for the entire winter. And it's hard for a lot of these racers because they can't afford it, but they want to continue to race so they can come to the World Pro Ski Tour and race with all of their buddies that are taking a break from the national teams or whatever it is they're doing and they can walk away with some cash and maybe kind of help to incentivize themselves to either pursue that national team career once again, or just to go and have fun and make some money. And it's pretty spectacular. And this place right here, I'll turn it around real quick. This is part of the Bear Valley area as we continue this conversation. Just so you know, when the Pro Tour here was at Bear Valley back in the 70s, this was also a hot spot for celebrities. So big names that really focused on Bear Valley places were people like Robert Conrad and Lloyd Bridges, and a lot of celebrities would use Bear Valley because it's a nifty little funky place that's kind of tucked away from all the other Lake Tahoe resorts and the Kirkwoods and all these places where everybody goes. This is a place where they could come and go and hide out and kind of do their own thing. So it really has some just spectacular history, not alone with the World Pro Ski Racing, but just with skiing and celebrities and stuff in general. It's pretty neat.
It's also just such a vast open space right there. It's gorgeous.
And yeah, it's pretty neat. And I'm going to make my way over this way. So the way these racers for the Pro Tour race, it's not like your normal racing also. So the racing is bracketed. So it's real easy for people that don't follow ski racing in general. Because I know for a lot of people, when you watch a ski race, it's one person going at a time. And then you're waiting. And then you find out that so-and-so is a little bit faster. But you don't really, unless you understand ski racing, you don't fully understand why that guy was faster than that guy. But with the head-to-head racing, they're side by side, and you can see the entire course from top to bottom. So when somebody comes over the finish line, everybody knows why that person did better than the other person. And there's two courses. There's a red course and a blue course. So there are two racers that are bracketed up against each other, will race against each other on each course. And then when those two runs are done, one of those people will advance and the other person won't. But it's really easy to follow.
That's incredible. I have a visual of what you're discussing because you're so good at describing what's going to happen. I wish we could literally see it happening right now. How excited are you to be there for this entire event?
We had our racer meeting last night, and the Bear Valley Lodge, which is the place where all of these celebrities spend a lot of time, is one to behold. Maybe we could even do a Zoom call tomorrow and do it again, and I can show you that area because it is a blast from the past. There's an elevator that is like carpet lined. The walls are lined with carpeting, and it looks like it's been there for a long time. There's just things like that everywhere. I don't know if you can see, Liz. I'm walking over towards the base of the race course.
Okay.
And it might be too far away, but tell me if you can make out that at all right there.
Yes, I see the lifts, and I see little tiny people going down the little hill over there, and I see the beautiful trees. And
Do you see the red gates and the blue gates? You cannot make that out because this right here is the finish line area.
Let me see again. Oh yes, totally. So that's where they're going to all come flying down and see who came in first, second, and third.
Yeah, and along the course there are 3 jumps. That's another thing that's very spectacular and very unique to pro racing. They have jumps that they have to navigate while they're skiing through the gates. And
how high are these jumps?
The jumps are, probably 6 feet tall.
Oh my gosh.
But the guys and girls are moving pretty fast, and they have to navigate how they come off the jump to be set up for the next gate. So you just kind of never know. There's always a lot of carnage here at the Pro Tour because they get a chance to go up and explore the race course, but they can't really officially run the whole course until the race starts. And they're racing, Liz, this is kind of a neat story. They're racing on a trail called Feather Duster, and I spoke with Tricia, who's a part of Bear Valley in their marketing department. She did a bunch of research for me and found out where the trail got its name. Mm-hmm. And back in the 60s, they had an instructor here. He went by the nickname of Chico.
Chico.
And Chico skied the trail before it was named. And his comment was, wow, he's like, that'll dust your feathers really fast. So management caught wind of it, and they decided to name the trail Feather Duster. And it is hands down the steepest track that any of the racers in the current day World Pro Ski Tour have seen. And, you know, typically we race over at Steamboat. We'll race somewhere in Maine. We race at Eldora and Echo Mountain, and we raced in Aspen. And all the racers are used to those courses. But this course right here, no one's ever raced on it before.
Wow.
So the playing field has been leveled for everybody. So it's going to be an entertaining day today. We have 2 races, one for the guys and one for the girls today. And then tomorrow we also have back-to-back races for the guys and girls again. But first thing this morning, all the guys and the girls have to go up and qualify so they can make the round of 16 to get bracketed into the layout for the afternoon. So a lot about to happen here at Bear Valley here, and it's going to be a lot of fun for sure.
I can't believe you're there. This is super exciting. Let me ask you a question. Have you attempted any of this yourself?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, I grew up ski racing. I raced through high school and college. And I was aware of the pro ski racing back in the 80s and 90s because that was when it was getting popular once again. And I came from Maine where pro racing spent a lot of time on the tour. That was one of the stops on the tour. And my parents actually housed some of the racers, some of the French guys, in their house, and my mom would cook for them because it was just like a big family. So no, I've never done it, but it's all kind of in my blood. I've done a lot of this race. I've been around it for a long time, so to speak.
I can't thank you enough for coming to us and bringing all the excitement from California to Colorado, Mark. Have a wonderful day, and maybe we'll check back in with you later and tomorrow to see how everything is playing out.
Sounds good, Liz. Thank you. You have a great day, too, and let's be in touch, okay? Everybody have fun in Vail.
Absolutely. Mark Sassy, everybody. That was a really great clip, and he is having a great time out there in California. It's the WPST Revival of Pro Ski Racing. I'm Liz. We had such a great show with you guys this morning. I want to thank Jen for being here from Jen's Place. She is remarkable. She is the one to go to get those kids into a really great routine. They can work on all of their skills, motor skills, and well, I learned gross motor skills are climbing and running and doing all of the big stuff, and in fine motor skills, I love knowing this new stuff, is things you do with your hands and working with dexterity and things like that. So that's a wonderful thing. Make sure you head on over to Jen's Place, and don't forget, everybody, our big Valentine's Day thing is happening now. If you want to send a message of love to somebody super special, send us a note to scoreboard@tv8vail.com. Have a great Saturday, everybody. I'm Liz for TV8 Vail. We have another big show for you guys tomorrow, so stick around and get out there. Have a wonderful day on the mountain, ski, board, and just have a beautiful day. We'll see you later.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
All aboard!
Step on.